This is Clark. Two away. 1, 2, 3, get. You is a lie. You is like a from these.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Lace 'em Up Show. I'm your host, as always, Arman Javed, and here we are. It is the last round of the NBA playoffs. We have now made it to the NBA Finals. It's going to be bittersweet as the season's coming to a close, but, I'm excited for the offseason now as a Bulls fan. Get ready to make some moves, hopefully, but enough of that talk. Let's get into these two teams that have made it to the finals for the first time in forever. I mean, when you look at these franchises, like I was talking about earlier this decade, they were pretty much just clown shows, just circuses. Like, the Suns have always been garbage from, like, what I've been used to, and pretty much the same with the Bucks until the rise of Giannis. And, wow, it's just crazy the fact that we're really seeing these two teams in the NBA Finals right now. Just goes to show how unpredictable and crazy this year's playoffs were. And I'm all for it, man. If this is what we got this year, I can't wait for next season. Hopefully my Bulls make the playoffs next year and make some noise. But let's talk about the Phoenix Suns here, who haven't made the playoffs in like 10 years. This is their first playoff appearance since like 2011, like around that time. And we're talking about CP3 just coming into this team and just instantly making them a contender. Last year, they were in the bubble. They were undefeated, but still missed the playoffs somehow. But here they are. Devin Booker has rose to the occasion. DeAndre Ayton playing way better than he did last year. And they took care of business with the Clippers. It was looking a little scary. They didn't have Kawhi, and it went 6 games. Paul George really stepped up in that series. But ultimately, CP3 dropped 41 in Game 6 to put the nail in the coffin. We saw Patrick Beverley doing a little salty things, just shoving CP3 and all that. He's just being a little baby. But hey, much props to the Suns, to Monty Williams, to CP3, and Devin Booker. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be rooting for my guy CP3. Hopefully he gets his first ring. But yeah, it's been a crazy ride for the Suns. If you're an actual true Suns fan, then congrats to y'all. But let's look at the Milwaukee Bucks, who, interestingly enough, too, they faced another team, the Hawks, who haven't been contenders at all the past 5 years. So we're looking at the Final Four teams were really surprising to me, just in general, that they made it. But the Bucks, who pretty much in the Giannis era have been known to be choking in the playoffs, in the second round, whatever it may be, they beat the brakes off of the Miami Heat, the team that made it to the finals last year. They beat the Nets in 7. So they took down pretty much the 2 top teams to even get to this point. And then you talk about the Hawks, who were a really young team, made it this far. Props to them too. Trae Young, they'll be back next year. But they did it without Giannis in the final few games, which is really scary to start this series. If you're the Bucks, if you're going to start without Giannis in a crucial NBA Finals game. So now when we look at the matchups in this series, you talk about them without Giannis. They're still a really good defensive team, but the Suns are really good offensively, and I think they're going to need Giannis fully healthy, if not like just playing in this series to be the X factor for the Bucks. Because if he was playing the full series, honestly, I would give it to the Bucks. But my pick for this series is going to be Phoenix in 7. I think at some point Giannis is going to come back in this series and make it interesting. They might get they might steal a win without him. But ultimately, I think this has been the Suns' Cinderella year. They've been on a roll, man. Like, I got to give it to them. And the fact that these two teams, one the Suns never won a finals ever, and the Bucks haven't won since like 1970, 1971. It's just crazy, bro. Like, honestly, the fact that they're even in this position, both of these teams. It's been a long time coming for the Bucks, especially when we talk about Giannis in his prime. And it sucks that he's going to be missing some of the most important games right now. But, if Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton can really step up, they could probably steal 1, if not 2 games. And that'll just keep them on track. And we've seen Bobby Portis step up big time too. So big daps to him. I see you, Bobby. You doing your thing too. But yeah, ultimately, guys, I'm going to have to go with the Phoenix Suns in 7 in this series. I just think Devin Booker is a lethal man. CP3 has been phenomenal. And, I really like the Suns team top to bottom, even though they may not be the top defensive team in this series like the Bucks are. I'm gonna ride with the Suns in this one, guys, and that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. Just a quick recap. So yeah, it's gonna be sad. No more NBA playoffs videos for a little bit, but we got the off season to look forward to now, and with the NFL season right around the corner, training camp. Catch your boy at Dallas Cowboys training camp real soon. Your boy's gonna be in Cali, so I'll certainly have some content. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe. Be tuned in for the next one. Until then, Monty signing out. We'll see you then.